Hey, welcome everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice, and Salvador's in the house. Let's play ball. This is your favorite channel for chat and tutorials, strategy, player profiles, and much, much more. We're right about to continue with our 1976 replay. This was a game played on May 7th, 1976, between it's a game one of a three-game series. The A and the New York Yankees is going to pit Vita Blue against Rudy May. Vita Blue was 18-13 with a 2.35 ERA. He needed 2 innings to pitch 300. He finished the season with 298 innings pitched. So expect a complete game out of him today. That's Vita Blue. And he's going to be facing Rudy May on the Yankee side, and we're going to find Rudy May's card. It's a Baltimore card because Rudy May ended the season with the Baltimore Orioles. So let's quickly track down Rudy May. There he is. There's Rudy May. And his card looks like 15-10 with a 3.72 ERA. So the A's have an advantage, and we're going to get started right away. So we're going to put this guy, and here's the team. Here's the Bill North. I pulled out all the cards for the Oakland A's. Bill North leads it off, followed by Claudell Washington. I think this is Claudell over here. Yep. And then after that, let's see. It's going to be Joe Rudy, all-star, first base outfield, Joe Rudy. Then in the fourth slot is Don Baylor. He was picked up from Baltimore, I think, for Reggie Jackson, because Reggie Jackson went to Baltimore. And then it was Sal Bando, followed by Ken McMullen. I did not find a Ken McMullen card. So he could be with another team. I have to check, but I did not find a Ken McMullen card. So then we have a Bert Campaneris after that. Batting 7th. Batting 8th is Scrap Iron Phil Garner. He's got a windbreaker on in an empty stadium. And finally, it's Larry Haney. Larry Haney's the catcher. And that's it. The Oakland A's TOPPS 1976 baseball cards. So that's kind of cool to have that out. So let's get started here. It's Vita Blue is going to face Mickey Rivers. Mickey Rivers is batting 276. He's got 5 doubles, 2 triples, 1 home run in 76 bats. Here's the pitch. That's a 4 and a 5, and that's going to be a potential home run. We roll the 19, so it's not going to work there. So now we're going to roll off of Mickey Rivers' card. So I'm going to change this up just a little bit here. I'm going to put this down there like that. Put them to the side. Vita Blue, he's pitching. So we'll put both pitchers there. And there we go. That's ground ball second base. That's one down. Next is Roy White, 1-5, and that's blank. So we're going off White's card. That's a 4-2, and that's going to be popped up to the first base side. 2 down. And now it's Thurman Munson. Munson's batting 343. He's got 4 doubles, no triples, 2 home runs. And that's 2-4, and that's going to be a blank. So we're going off Munson's card and a 1-5, and that's line base hit to center field. So Thurman Munson's on with a single. He's going to try to get a lead. He's a 3. Nope, does not. And now it's Chris Chambliss, 4-3. 4-3 is a K, a potential K against a lefty. And a potential K is an 11. The ballpark is 0-0-0 all the way around. An 11 and we roll the 19, so it won't be a K. Now it's 3-6, and that's going to be ground ball to third. And that retires a side. Rudy May now against Bill North, leading it off. And I went over the lineup for the Oakland A's. They still have a lot of their pieces from the World Championship teams. Bill North, Claudell Washington, Joe Rudy, Tom Baylor batting fourth, batting fifth, third baseman Sal Bando, the shortstop. Campaneris batting sixth, batting seventh is Phil Gardner. In the way I missed one, there's Ken McMullen is in there somewhere. I couldn't find a card for him. So he'll be batting after Sal Bando. So I guess Bando is fifth, Ken McMullen, then seventh is Campaneris, eighth is Garner, ninth is Larry Haney. You have your 76 set. I keep them protected in sleeves. I just pull them out here to show you guys. All right, so it's Bill North. Let's see, 1-3, and that's going to be a strikeout against a lefty. That's an 11, and that's not going to do it. So we're going to roll off North. That's a 5-1. That's line and caught by the second baseman. Oh, I lined it to the third baseman. I think it says see. Yeah. One down. Claudell Washington, left-handed batter. 6-6, that's a blank. We're going off Claudell's 3-4, and that's going to be single base hit to the opposite field. Roy White plays on the hop, and we're going to try to get a lead. Oh, that's a 13, so he does not get the lead. He's a 9. He did steal 37 bases, so these guys run. So Thurman Munson better be ready. Here's Joe Rudy. 1-5, and that's a walk. A walk against a lefty is a 5, and we roll an 8, so it won't be a walk. And it's a 2-5, and that's going to be a pop-up to the third baseman. Next is Don Baylor. Don Baylor hit 15 home runs. 1-2, that's against a righty. That's a blank, so we're going to roll off Baylor's card. That's a 3-5, and that's a star line 2, which is a fly to deep center field. On the run is Rivers and catches up to it, and that retires the side. In the 1-0 score, Blue, Vita Blue against Lou Piniella. Sweet Lou Piniella batting 339. He's got 4 doubles, 2 triples, 1 home run. He's driven in 5 runs. 6-1, that's a potential strikeout, but that's going to be above and beyond his number. So we're looking at 4-2, and that's going to be against a lefty. That's going to be a fly ball left field. Oh, I did it. Oh, no. That's good enough. All right. Next is Otto Velez. 4-2. That's ballpark. Going to roll in the ballpark, see what that becomes. That's a 4-1, and that's a home run. I believe home run pull side is what that means. So we're going to look at Otto Velez's home run versus left-handed pitcher. We roll a 13. It's a 9. So it doesn't work for us. So we're going to roll off of Velez. Oh, it's a fly ball. Fly ball to his pull side, which is his left fly ball left field. And now it's not Rich Conning's not in there. He's not playing. Now it's Craig Nettles. 5-2. That's a potential strikeout against the lefty. He's at 12. We roll a 13. So we're going to roll on Nettles. That's a 6-4, and that's going to be a ground ball second base. And that retires the side. After an inning and a half, no score. Rudy May is going to face Bando, McMullen, and Bert Campaneris. 6-6, that's a blank. It's a 5-2, and that's going to be a fly ball to left field. One down. Ken McMullen, excuse me, that's 5-1. That's a potential error. Potential error, 5-4, and it's going to be against a lefty. That's going to be a ball that's pulled down the line into the left field corner. And around first is McMullen into second base. Now we can roll for an error. We roll an 8. I don't think that's going to be an error on against our boy Roy White out there. I think White is much better than that, and he is. He's got a 3. All right, so that's a double to left. So McMullen's on at second base. Next is Bert Campaneris. 2-1. That's a potential throwing error. And that's a 4-6, and that's a fly. That's actually a line drive base hit to left. S7. McMullen. Let's look at McMullen's speed. He's a 2. And let's look at an F7, what that tells us. An F7 is going to tell us second to home is a +1. So that makes his base running a 3. Roy White has no rating out there. Oh, he has a -1. So that brings it back down to 2. And we can roll. Oh, we're going to roll off of the throw chart. Let's roll off the throw chart. And we roll a 5, so it's going to say if roll is less or equal to, then the runner advances. Otherwise, they hold. So it's going to hold at third. So it's going to be first and third now. Yeah, Phil Garner. Did I move him by accident? Yeah, he's stuck to this. These are brand new cards, so they're stuck. There you go. Hey there, Salvador. Good to see you. Love the TOPPS cards, visual element. Yes, I love that. Hey, Molly. How you doing? My inside pitch is now due on Wednesday, taking 3 weeks or so. Yeah, sorry, man. I told you to get the PDF until the actual game got there. And Rick is in the house. I hope you like it, Mr. Molly. What season did you order? 2017. Do you like the 2017 season, sir? The Yankees and Astros were in a huge playoff game in that game, the American League Championship Series. And it seems like the Astros were cheating. They cheated the Yankees, I believe. I believe it was that season, was it not, that they're talking about? And it's Phil Garner runs on first and third. Infield's back for the Yankees. They're not actually. They're going to have halfway. The middle infielder halfway. They're looking for the double play. Still early in the game. They're willing to give up a run here in the bottom of the second. It's a 5-6, and that's going to be quite double question mark. We rolled an 8, and against a righty, that's going to be a star line result of some kind. Let's see what happens. That's a 5. That's a fly to left. We're going to look for a sacrifice fly. Let's roll for that. Oh, and it's not. Let's look at the speed of Ken McMullen is a 2. It's a 1. And we have to roll it so we can try the speed, a 1. Oh, we got it. So he scores. Holy smokes. All right. So sacrifice fly there. Scores a 1 to left field. They're talking about 219. I thought it was 2017 as well. I don't know. I know that Aaron Judge deleted a picture he had with the little guy there from the Astros, Jose Altuve, and so Larry Haney. That's a 1-6, and that's going to be a potential strikeout. We rolled a 10 against a lefty. That is a strikeout. And that retires the side, but the A's pick up a run. They lead it 1-0 here in the top of the third. Vita Blue versus Willie Randolph. Willie Randolph is batting .267. He's got no doubles, no triples, no home runs. He's driven in 6. That's 4-3, and that's going to be a potential K. 15. It won't do it. It won't pass. We're going to roll off of Randolph's card a 3-4, and that's going to be a ball past the second baseman into right field. It's a single for Randolph. He's going to try to get a lead, and he does. So he's going to run. He's going to run. He needs at least a 15. We'll look at Haney. I don't know what Haney's got on him, but it's a 12. Let's check Haney. And it's a -1, so it's a 14. And Haney's the last batter, and he's a 0. So that's a stolen base for Willie Randolph. So a single and a stolen base. And Fred Stanley now. Fred Stanley's going to bunt, get that run to third, and tie it up. And that's a good bunt. Who's it to? It is to the third baseman. So it's a 5-4 sacrifice. Runner to third. Assist third base. Put out second base. All right. So runner on third now with only 1 out. This is a good pitcher by the Blues, so they're bunting today. Here's the pitch to Mickey Rivers, 2-2, and that's a range play. And that's going to be off Rivers. This is going to be exciting. A 5-3, and that's going to be a single to right field. The right fielder is Claudell Washington. So we're going to see if Claudell Washington can run this down and catch it. He's a 2 right fielder. So we want to roll higher than a 2. And we roll a 3, so that's going to drop in there, base hit, and that's going to score a run. So RBI single from Mick the Quick, and he's going to try to get a lead as well. And that's a 17, so he does not. Now it's Roy White. That's 2-2. That's a range play. Range play 2-5, and that's going to be a range shortstop. Range shortstop is Campaneris. He's in the middle here somewhere. There he is. He's a 5 shortstop. Holy smokes! And a -1 for pivot. So only a 6 will get us what we need. And nope, he makes it. Now he may turn a double play here. So he's got a pivot +1. We're +1 for halfway. That's +2. Wait a second. 2-5. I was looking at the wrong card. 2-5. It changes the whole thing now. This is a fly to left. This is a fly to left. All right. Sorry, guys. I had the wrong card there. All right. It's 2 out now. And it's Thurman Munson. That's a 6-1. That's a potential strikeout against the lefty. Nope. We're going to roll off Munson's card. And that's a 1-2, and that's going to be a double to left. Double to left with Mickey Rivers' 5 speed and 2 outs. Let's see. A double to left is a -1, but a +1 for 2 outs. So that's a 0. We're looking at a 5. And let's see what who's the left fielder and what's his arm rating out there. He's Joe Rudy. He is a Joe Rudy, and Joe Rudy's got -1. So that's going to put us at 4. So let's look real quick here. Yep, it puts us at 3, actually. 3. Wow. We had a couple of negatives here. The double to left field is a -1. Huh. All right, so we're looking at 3 or better to score. Oh, we're going to roll on the throw chart. So we got to roll 2d6 on the throw chart, and that's going to be a 4. So that's going to be run scores. And what happens to the next runner? Does he take second on a throw to third? Well, Munson's a 4, and Munson's a 4, so this is a tough one to figure out. And I guess Rudy -1, so he holds. I guess on a 6 he's thrown out, so Munson's going to hold at first base. Oh, a double. He holds at second base. So he holds at second base on a double. So RBI double, 2 out RBI double, and the Yankees are taking a 2-1 lead. Chris Chambliss now. That's a 6-6. That's a ballpark card. Ballpark result, if you will. And it's a 6-4. 6-4 is going to be a single plus. It's single to right field. So he's going to try to stretch it. So we're going to try to score on that single to right. Single to right is going to be first to home. No, second to home. Second to home is a +2. So second to home is a +2. +2 is 2 outs. +3. Let me see the right fielder. We got a +3. Claudell Washington is a 0. So we got a +3, and then his speed at second base is a 4. So that's going to be a 7. So he's going to score with no throw based on my calculations. So he's going to score on no throw. But now we have to roll for Chris Chambliss. Going to try to stretch this to right. He's going to try to stretch this. He's a 2. Going to try to stretch it. So on a 6, he's thrown out. So 2 or less, he gets to second base, and he is not thrown out. So he holds it first. So it's a single. Runner scores. The Yanks are up 3-1. And they're all doing this versus Vita Blue, who's a monster. He's a beast. And now it's Lou Piniella. 3-1. 3-1 is a potential throwing error. Potential 5-6, and that's a single to right. Single to right. We're going to try to get Chambliss to go to first to third. It's a +2. There's 2 outs. It's a 3. It's a 3 plus his speed is 2. And we're going to roll 2 dice. And that's a 6. Okay, so that's going to take us to another chart. Then we roll the 3. Roll 6 chart is right here. This one here. So then we rolled a 3. It's going to lead runner thrown out. Oh my God. Thrown out, trying to hold the third base. So it's a single for Lou Piniella. And then runner is out at third. And that's going to be assist 9. And put out is third base. All right. And that's all she wrote. The Yanks pick up 3 runs. That was the worst possible roll I could have made there. All right, Rick had a no-hitter thrown by Blue with the 75 IP season. PC version, my preference is cards, dice, but I use the PC version as my intro to IP. Good for you, sir. It's a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun. And you start playing it and you get into the groove, and pretty much it's, I'm still learning. Bill North is leading it off against Rudy May. Yankees are up 3-1. That's a 2-6, and that's a potential strikeout against a lefty. That's an 11. We roll a 19, so not a strikeout. We roll off North now. 1-2, and that's going to be a question mark center field. Question mark center field is a 15, and that's going to be against a lefty, so that's going to be a fly out to center. So there's a lot of different possibilities of what could happen. And that's a 1-6, and that's a potential strikeout. And this time it is going to be a strikeout. Strike 3 for Rudy May. Strikes out the lefty Claudell Washington, and now it's Joe Rudy. Joe Rudy popped up in his last at bat, 3-3, and that's blank. We're going to go off Rudy's card, and that's a 2-3, and that's going to be a double to right. So Joe Rudy bounces one off the wall. And Don Baylor with 2 outs. That's a 5-4, and that's going to be ballpark. So we're going to roll off the ballpark. This is another different series of results that may occur. 3-2, and that's going to be blank. So that's going to be the crazy chart. That means the random chart, and I got to find that now. I got to start making a little space. I'm going to make a little space today because I'm running out of space to do the things I want to do here. I don't have places to put stuff. So I got to tidy up around me. I got plenty of space. I got like 8 shelves. Got about 8 different shelves. There it is. And I found what I was looking for. Didn't take too long. Not too bad. Rare play, men on base. This is like an APA roll. 6-6. Oh, my God. If outdoors a storm front passes through, causing a rain delay, roll 1d20, 1-3, rain out. I'm not doing all that. Not after I set all this up. So there's no rain out. We can roll again for a different type of result. 3-6. Center fielder crashes into wall, chasing a deep drive. Resolve D8 range play. If center field fails to make the play, the right fielder picks up the ball with the hitter attempting an inside the park home run. Resolve the S+9 with the play at the plate. Wow, that's a crazy. So who hit the ball? Don Baylor. All right, so we got to do a range center field. Let's see. I feel catchy now. Mick the Quick is an amazing center fielder, and he catches these. So we want something other than a 6, and we get the 6. No, 1. Great catch. Diving catch in right center field by Mick the Quick. And that robs Don Baylor of a potential inside the park home run. Holy smokes. Nick the Quick showing off his flashing the leather in center field. That would have scored a run for sure. All right, so we go to the top of the fourth. It's Otto Velez leading it off against Vita Blue. Vita Blue should get an easy inning here. He struggled last inning. 4-3, that's a potential K18. That is a K. Strike three. Blows one by Otto Velez. Craig Nettles next, 3-3, and that's a blank. Going to look off Nettles' card. And that's a 5-5, and that's going to be a fly ball center field, 2 down. Willie Randolph. And that's going to be a 4-3. That's a potential strikeout. We rolled a 9, and that's above. 3-3 on Randolph, and that's going to be a potential left field question mark against a left-hander. Against a left-hander, that's a 7, and that's going to be a double for Randolph. So, I mean, these cards are great. This is a great little game. So, Fred Stanley now with 2 outs. Here's the pitch, 5-2. That's a potential strikeout. A 9 won't do it. Nope, it's not there. We're rolling off of Fred Stanley. It's a 1-6, and that's a star line. It's up with a fin. Oh, gets him by a step. Rudy May versus Sal Bando, Ken McMullen, and Bert Campaneris. All right, it's 3-4 is blanks. We're going off Bando, a 2-2, and that's a star line 3. That's a ground ball second base, 1 down. Ken McMullen, that's a 6-2. That's a star line against a lefty. This is a righty, so it's blank. That's a 6-1. That's going to be a fly to left, 2 down. And now it's Bert Campaneris. He singled his first time up, 6-2. And that's going to be a star line. He's a righty. No, it's not going to be a star line. It's going to be a roll off Campaneris' card, a 3-5. And that's going to be versus a lefty. That's a ground ball through the right side into right field for a single. So Campaneris is going to try to get a lead. That's a 10. He's a 7. So he does not make it. And that's a 4-3. And that's going to be a potential strikeout. And that's a 12. We roll a 9. Strike 3 on oh, no. Campaneris was on base. Excuse me. And that's a 9. And it is Phil Garner. And against a lefty. And no, it's going to have to roll off Garner's card. 1-5. And that's a line drive center field. And Mickey Rivers puts it away. And that retires the side. We go top of the 5th. We're moving and grooving. And this game scores 3-1 Yankees. Vita Blue versus Rudy May. 5-5. That's going to be a blank. We're looking at Rivers' card. Rivers is 1 for 2 today. That's a 3-1, and that's going to be a star line 2, which is a fly to center. Roy White. Roy White's batting 357. 5-4, and that's he's batting righty. So righty, that's going to be a potential walk. We're looking at a 3, and that's ball 4. So White walks, and we're going to roll for a lead, and we don't get it. Aaron Munson. That's a 3-6. That's a blank. We're rolling off Munson, and that's a 3-2, and that's versus a lefty. That's going to be a ground ball to second base. So we're looking at a potential double play. Let's look at that's a 2, and that's a 0, and we roll a 1. So that's going to be a double play. It's going to be a 4-6-3 double play, and that retires the side. So it's a ground ball to Phil Garner, flips to Bert Campaneris, on to Don Baylor playing first, and that's a 4-6-3 double play. In the bottom half of the 5th inning, it's going to be Rudy May facing Larry Haney. That's a 2-1, and that's going to be a potential throwing error. That's a 3-3, and that's going to be a fly ball to center. So no throwing error there, my friend. Larry Haney flies out to center. Bill North next. That's a 1-4, and that's a foul ball. I'll roll again on the pitcher, and that's a 2-5, and that's going to be switch hitter batting righty. That's going to be a walk plus. His walk versus a lefty is going to be a 21. We roll a 10. That's ball 4. And we're going to try to get a lead. And 13, we do not get the lead. It's a 10. And next is Claudell Washington. That's a 2-5. Against a lefty, it's going to be a blank. So we're rolling off Claudell Washington's card. And that's a 6-4. That's a ground ball. And through the right side under Chambliss's glove, and an S3. An S3, Bill North, is a 3 base runner. That's it. He's a 3 S3. One first to third is a he's a 3, and he makes it to third base. So it's a single, and off goes North. First and third. 1 out. Joe Rudy. 3-1. Yankees. Bottom of the 5th. Oh, that's a foul ball. Lucky fan gets a souvenir. That's a 5-2. That's blank. So we're rolling off Rudy, and we roll a 3-3, and that's going to be a star result, star 4, which is a ground ball third base. Rudy's got a 3 double play and a 4 double play, and infield halfway is a 5 double play. Let's see what we roll. And we roll a 2, so it's going to be a 5-4-3 double play. So Craig Nettles makes a great play, and round the horn he goes. And that's the inning. That was exciting. Pure excitement here in Oakland Coliseum, 1976. Your president is Jimmy Carter. Your local movie theater show about a little boy who comes back, the Antichrist, and is being raised by an American diplomat in London. All right, Vita Blue, Chris Chambliss. Chris Chambliss is 1 for 2. He raised his average to 205. He was below the Mendoza line for a while. 1-2, that's a potential walk. Nope, it's a blank. That's a 3-4, and that's going to be question mark center field. Let's see what happens against a lefty. Against a left-hander, a 14, that's going to be a triple. So he lines one into the wherever it was, into center field, over the center fielder's head, and Chris Chambliss chugging around second into third base with a leadoff triple. And that's Chris Chambliss's third triple of the year. I don't know how many he had in actuality, but he seems to hit that number a lot on his card. It's got that versus left-hander. 12-14 is a triple. And then on the right-hander, 15-19. I wonder how many triples he had because he plays a lot of 650 at-bats. All right, Lou Piniella. Infield is in for the A's. 2-6, and that's a potential strikeout, but we roll a 17, and that's not going to do it. So it's going to be off Pinella's card. 4-6, and that's a question mark 8 versus a left-hander. We roll something. We roll a 16, and that's going to be back-to-back triples, and that's driven over the center fielder's head. And Chambliss scores, and hustling. Here comes the relay to third, and Pinella's safe. Holy smokes. Back-to-back triples, Lou Piniella and Chris Chambliss. Otto Velez now. Field is in. 2-4. That's a blank. We're rolling off Velez. 3-5, and that's a ground ball to third. We're going to hold on that. It's going to be 5-3. We're holding on this one as well. Greg Nettles. Infield in. 5-4. And against a lefty, that's a potential K. And that's strike 3. 2 out. And now it's Willie Randolph, who's 2 for 2 today. He raises average to 290. That's snake eyes. That's going to be an error potential grounder. Let's see. 1-4, and that's a fly ball to center. And that, my friend, retires aside. But the Yanks pick up an additional run. They lead it 4-1. And we're going to the bottom of the 6th. It's still Rudy May versus Vita Blue. We're going to have to start checking endurance. Endurance. What did I do with Rudy May? He's in the back. He's in the back end. There he is. Endurance. 6 triples. Well, he already has 3, and we're only 20 games into the season. Piniella also had 3 triples, but a lot fewer plate appearances. Yeah. Let's go back real quick. Now when we go to the Yankees side, we'll look at that. Okay, seems like he's been hitting a lot of triples. That was his 4th triple. Let me go back. Chris Chambliss. No, that was his 3rd triple of the season. So he had 6. Okay, we'll see. It may just be that I'm just rolling there, and I may not roll that for a long time. May go the rest of the season not get any more triples. Who knows? That's the way this game is. Our tabletop games are that way. Rudy May versus Don Baylor. And that's a 3-2, and that's blank. So we're rolling off Baylor, and that's a 5-5. That's ground ball to first base. Oh, I didn't have the cursor in the right place. Got to have the cursor in the right place. I don't know why, but okay. And it's a one out. Down Baylor, and now Sal Bando. 3-4, and that's a blank. So we're going off Bando's cards. 6-1, and that's a star line ground ball third base. Nettles up with it, fires the first. Gets Bando 2 down, and Ken McMullen. McMullen, he's 1 for 2 on the day. 6-5, and that's going to be a range play on McMullen. Range play 2-1, and that's going to be a range play for the first baseman. He's a 4, and we roll a 1. Great play by Chambliss, and makes the play himself, and that retires the side. We go to top of the 7th. We're moving and grooving here. It's Vita Blue on the mound. Vita Blue can go 33. This is his 27th batter. Fred Stanley, shortstop, batting 211. 2-5, and that's a potential walk, and that's a 1. That is going to be a walk. Ball 4 to Fred Stanley. We're not going to bunt with Rivers because he's a 2-bunter. That's a 1-3. 1-3 is a potential strikeout versus a lefty. No, we're going to roll on Rivers. See what happens. 1-2, first play. 5's not going to do it. There's no way 5's going to do it. He's a 0. He's a 0. It's not going to happen. Okay, so there's no double play. It's a fielder's choice. It's a 3-6 fielder's choice. And now we're going to try to get a lead. We'll use that, a 9. He's a 7. No, won't do it. Does not get a lead. Roy White, 1 out. 2-2. 2-2 is range play on right. Range play 6-4 is going to be a range play second base. So range play second base. Garner, we roll a 6. So that's going to be past Garner into right field with a runner on first. That's going to be an S4. An S4 says first to third is a 3 or better, and I know that Mickey Rivers is a 3 or better, so he's going to make it to third. So that's going to be first and third now with only 1 out. And it's Thurman Munson. The infield's in again for the A's. Hey there, Bleacher Bums, my brother. I am getting faster, but slowly but surely. All right, 1-5. That's a blank, so we're going off Munson. See what happens here. 1-2, and that's going to be a ball that's driven into the gap, and that's going to split the outfielders and make it all the way to the wall. Roy White. Let's see if Roy White can score on a D7 with 1 out, or we're going to hold him up. Let's see, a D7. He's a -1. White is a 4, and left field is another -1, so that makes him a 2. So that makes him a 2, and we're looking at 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to try to score. We're going to roll on the throw chart. And we roll a 4, and it says blue, 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 blue. It says roll less than or equal to the base runner. What did we say it was? It was we said it was a 2. Then the runner advances, otherwise they hold. So they're going to hold up. So it's going to be an RBI, and then Roy White's going to hold up. He sees that that there's no real chance, and he's going to hold up. So Chris Chambliss. All right, so now this is where we're at. He can do 33. He's at 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. This is 31 batter. Infield is in for the A's. It's second and third. Chris Chambliss is 2 for 3 today. He's raised his batting average to 216. And that's a 6-2, and that's going to be a tired single, but he's not tired yet. And here we're rolling off of Chris Chambliss, and that's going to be a fly ball center field. That may be a sacrifice fly. Let's try the 1. Oop. We need a 1. No, we don't get the 1. So now we're going to look at Roy White. And I said what? I said that was a 2-5, which was a 2-5, which was a fly ball. It was a fly ball center field for some reason. And I may have misread it. It's a fly ball to left. So that's a -1. Roy White is a third. Roy White is a 4. -1 is a 3. So we're looking at a 3 or less. And it's a 5. So I don't remember what happens here on this. Fly ball. Runner on third. Okay. Roll, throw chart. Outfield arm. Okay. Less than, otherwise, step 2. Reroll. Oh, I didn't even know that this little section was here. So runners on third. Okay, runner on third, flyouts, less than 2 out. Step 2. Okay, reroll 1d6 on throw chart. Oh, on throw chart. What? We rolled a 5 on the throw chart. Oh, so he's going to hold. Okay. I was not aware that you got to roll on a throw chart for that. All right. So Chris Chambliss. That's a fly out to left. No score on that. It's just a fly out. No sacrifice fly. Loses an RBI opportunity. And now it's going to be Lou Piniella. Lou Piniella's 2 for 3. He's got a triple and a single. And score here is 5-1 Yankees. We are in the top of the 7th. Yankees have scored 1 so far. This is 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, and he can go 33. So he can still pitch to Lou Piniella. And we're going to do that. Vita Blue to Lou Piniella, 6-2, and that's going to be a tired single. Again, he's not tired, so we're going off Lou Piniella. That's a near for a lucky ground ball to short, and Campaneris gets him, and that retires the side. So we go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Rudy May. Piniella also had 3 triples, but Bleacher Bones, yay, hi, Tony. All right, got that. I got all that. Bert Campaneris, Rudy May. Let's go, Rudy May. For 1-2, and that's going to be versus a right. He's going to be blank, so it goes off May. 6-5, and that's going to be a star line 4, which is a ground ball to Nettles at third. Throws him out, 1 down. Phil Garner next. Scrap Iron Garner, 2-2. 2-2 is a hit by pitch, -8, and a 2. That won't do it. It's a foul ball, souvenir for a fan. Phil Garner's snake eyes, and that's going to be a question mark center field. Question mark center field against a lefty. We roll a 15. That's going to be a fly out to center. 2 down. Next is Larry Haney. And it's a 6-1. That's a potential strikeout. Strike 3. Blows 1 by Larry Haney. That retires the side. We go to top of the 8th. Top of the 8th. And we're going to pull Vita Blue at this point. And let me take a look and see real quick who exactly it's 5-1 Yankees. We're in the top of the 8th inning. I'm looking at who they use. They use Jim Todd and Paul Lindblad. Let's see who I have in this deck. Where is the deck? Oh, no, it's not there. Where's the deck of extra? Here it is. All right, so they used a couple of guys. They used Jim Todd and Paul Lindblad. Let's see if I have those here. Jim Todd's there. And if I need another one, which I doubt, Paul Lindblad is there as well. Beautiful, beautiful cards, color-coded, easy to the only thing is that with the start of the season, you got to use players that ended with another team at the end, so they have a different color. Like Rudy May's got the Baltimore Oriole colors because he ended up with Baltimore. All right, so I put those guys away. Wait. So we're going to bring in Jim Todd to face Otto Velez. Let me make that change. You got to be really careful when you use ball stat. You make one major error and you screw up your whole season. So you got to really learn to be very respectful of what you click and how you click it and when you click it and on and on and on. And that's going to be Jim Todd. That's a T down there. Jim Todd. No, but he won't bat. He's in there. He's facing Otto Velez. 5-5 is a blank. So we're going to go off Velez's card, and that's a 2-3, and that's going to be a ground ball to third. Sal Bando. Actually, Sal Bando, look at this great card he's got. The top set. Look at that. This is actually in the game. There's a crowd of people in there, I think, and that looks like he's actually going for a ground ball to third base, and he's going to get it. Why they didn't do action shots with everybody else? They got these terrible poses. It's horrible. I don't understand why they didn't just do action shots, man. Just go in there in September, take a bunch of action shots. They would have been gorgeous cards, but they got all these stiff players with these fake, batting stances, posing. Terrible. All right. Or these close-ups of their big faces. Not pretty. Greg Nettles, Jim Todd, 3-1. That's going to be a potential walk. That's an 18. That's not going to do it. So we're going to go off of Nell's card, a 4-3, and that's a fly to left. 2 down. Top of the 8th, 5-1, Yankees. Jim Todd now relieving Vita Blue. Vita Blue's he struggled. Vita Blue had a tough third inning, particularly. He faced the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 batters, and that's the inning where the Yankees got to him for 3 runs. All right, 4-3, that's blank, so we're going off Willie Randolph. 5-2, and that's going to be a base hit by the third baseman, Sal Bando. And that's going to be Willie Randolph's 3rd hit of the game. He's gotten his batting average to 297. Holy smokes. It was below 200 just last week. And Fred Stanley, 3-5, and that's going to be a blank. That's a 6-6. That's a star line 5. That's a ground ball to third, and that retires the side. All right, we're going to try to push Rudy Macy. We can get a complete game out of him. He can go 30. No, he can go 27. Oh, and he's gone 27. So that's going to be it for Rudy May. We're pulling him. Don't like to let pitchers go more than they actually went. That's one I'm a stickler a little bit for that. I try to remember the best I can. Now it was perfect. We're bringing in Dick Tidrow. These American League, old 70s American League because especially American League, because you got the DH. So they're not making many changes at all. And then, of course, back then, the pitchers went to complete game, or you had also relievers that went 3 and 4 innings. All right, so new pitcher, Dick Tidrow. Yankees only used 2 relievers. I've used 3 relievers the whole 20 games I've played. 20 games, have I played? No, I played 18. This is the 19th game. So I'm lying to you. All right, Dick Tidrow's here in the bottom of the 8th. He's facing Bill North. That's a 6-6. That's a potential K. I rolled a 9. That's strike 3. So blows one by. Dirt Tidrow blows one by Bill North. 1-2, that's a blank. We're rolling off Claudell Washington. He's got 2 hits today. That's a 6-2, and that's going to be a ground ball second base. Randolph, better hurry. And, just get by half a step. That boy can fly. Joe Rudy, 6-6, that's a K, and 18, that won't do it. And that's a snake eye. That's a fly ball, deep center field. On his horse is Rivers, and he catches up to it. Great catch by Mick the Quick, man. He can cover some territory out there in center field. So we go to the top of the 9th. Jim Todd against Mickey Rivers. Mickey Rivers is 1 for 4 today. Mickey Rivers is struggling a little bit. For the last 10 days, he's been struggling. Jim Todd against Mickey Rivers. See if he can pick up a hit here. 4-1. That's a potential error on a grounder. That's a 4-3, and against a righty, that is a grounder. So we're going to see the 9, second baseman. Second baseman is whoever it is. It's Garner's at second base, and let's see. I'm going to track him down. He's right before Haney. And we rolled a 9. He goes up to 8, so that's going to be a ball that he gets to. Oh no, he's a 7. Wait a second. Yeah. So that's going to be a ball that he gets to. 4-3, 1 out. Next is Roy White, and that's a 2-1. 2-1 is a tired. Now he's not tired. He can go 7. He's only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, this is a 6 batter. So 2-1, not tired. We're going to re-roll on Roy White. Roy White has got 1 hit, 1 for 3 today. 3-4. That's a star line 5. That's a ground ball to third. Let me get this streaming back on there. What season? Tim Carroll. Hey, Tim Carroll in the house. All right. And Rick is here. Tim Carroll's here. Nice to see you guys. All right. Thurman Munson against Jim Todd. 2 outs. Top of the 9th. The Yankees are up 5-1. They're 13-5 on the season so far. So if they win this one, if they can hold on, they'll be 14-5. So you can. My managerial skills are evident, particularly since I don't do anything. 2-6-0. That's a blank, not a 0, but a blank. And we're looking at Thurman Munson. Off his card, a 3-3 is going to be a deep drive to right field. And on his horse is, who's out there? Who is that? Claudell Washington catches up to it. And that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the 9th. 5-1. It's not a save opportunity. So we're going to let Tidrow deal with Don Baylor, Sal Bando, and Ken McMullen. That's a 3-3, and that's going to be a potential error. Let's see what happens here. That's a 1-5, and that's going to probably be an error if it comes to that. Let's see. So that's going to be a single. So I guess I'm giving second base on an error, so it's like a single and an error, I guess. I guess is how you play that, right? Single and an error because we roll below his error rating of an 8. So it's going to be, let's see, let's do that. So single plus second base on error on the shortstop, E6. So he's on second base now. That's how you guys play that. That's how we would play that, I imagine. Sal Bando, Big Tidrow. Oh, foul ball. Pull down the line. Hope nobody got hurt on that. 3-4, and that's going to be a walk. A walk 10 versus a righty, and that's going to be ball 4. So runs on first and second. Now the A's, I believe, won 87 games in 1976, and that from that point on they became worse and worse and worse. By 1977, they lose a lot. I think 100 games, 90 to 100 games. Come like an expansion team. Ken McMullen, 6-1. That's a K. A 4. That's strike 3. Blows one by. Ken McMullen. Dick Tidrow with the fastball, showing it off, and Bert Canaris. 2 outs. This could be it for the. Oh, it's going to against a lefty would be a home run roll, but it's not. It's going to be a walk. We roll a 5, and that's going to be ball 4. So the bases are loaded. So guess what? That's going to make this a save situation. Save situation. We're bringing in Sparky Lyle. Sparky Lyle. This is the Yankees 1976 closer. Left-hander. And I'll give you his stats. He was 7-8 with 2.26 ERA, and he's going to come in here because this is a tough situation. I think Tidrow was even tired by that point. He's a 7. He rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that was okay. So he went exactly 7. So we're going to bring in a new pitcher. It's going to be Sparky Lyle. Bases loaded. So the tying run is at the plate. Tying run is at the plate, and he's going to face Phil Garner with 2 out. Oh, with 1 out. Holy smokes. 1 out. I didn't know that. Oh, boy, this is exciting. 5-1 ball game, but the A's have loaded the bases on a single and error and 2 walks by Dick Tidrow, and now it's Sparky Lyle. We're calling him in to put out the fire. Here goes. That's going to be a 2-4, and that's going to be ball 4 potentially against a lefty. We're looking at a 7, so we're going to roll off Garner's card. Infield it's playing halfway up the middle and preventing playing the lines to prevent the double 1-3, and a 1-3 is going to be a ground ball to third. So this is going to be a potential double play. We got a 2, we got a 3, we got a pivot. Second base a 4, we got a halfway. That's a 5, and we roll a 3. It's a 5-4-3 double play. Game over. Great play by Nettles Randolph. And then finally, Chambliss scoops it up out of the dirt, and the Yankees win. The Yankees win their 14th game of the season. And now we're going to go close it out. We go to end game. It's going to be Rudy Mays going to get the victory. Sparky Lyle is going to get the save. The loss is going to go to Vita Blue. The game was played May. Oh, I was in 69. I got to change that whole thing. I hate that. All right, we got to go to 76 now. There it is. 76, May 76. And it's going to be, I believe I said, what did I say it was? This game was, the Yankees won this game 14-4, and they have the same exact record. They were 14-5, and I am 14-5, and this was played May 7th. May 7th at Oakland Coliseum. I'm going to write that in. Oh, they spelled Coliseum wrong. If you look at the card, Coliseum, they forgot the S. So I got to report that back to headquarters. Coliseum, Oakland Coliseum. That's it. We got that in there. All right, we're gonna save that. I'm gonna take a quick picture of the box score with my camera so we can report this. So the Yanks have the same exact record that they did in '76. They were 14-5, and I'm 14-5. Is that amazing, or is that truly amazing? You have a choice. Amazing or incredibly amazing. Let's run down the data. The line score is the Yankees 5 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. The A's 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. The victory is going to go to Rudy May, who becomes 3-0. He's undefeated with a 1.61 ERA. Vita Blue is going to take the loss. I don't keep track for the opposing teams. Big hitters for the day is Munson is tearing up the league. Went 3 for 5 again. He's batting .360. Chambliss and Piniella both had 2 hits apiece. Piniella is batting .349. Chambliss is creeping up slowly but surely, batting .213. Nettles again struggled. He took a collar 0 for 4. He's batting .137. That's horrible. Willie Randolph is almost batting .300. He's got his batting average up to .297. So and Mickey Rivers is a little bit of a slump. He was batting over .300, but he's kind of basically been in a slump. And that's it for the game. The Yankees win this first game of 3-game set here in Oakland Coliseum, 1976, April 7th. And that's about it for now, gents. Yankees, good game. Thank you, brother Bleacher Bums. It's always good to see you around, hanging around a little bit. All right, Guidry's ERA said it was 2.82, and my replay is 2.819. Yeah, that's not looking good, my friend. Looking good, Rick. Keep up with that information for us. Keep us abreast of what is, what is going on with your replay, because all these are exciting to the results. Keeping the results are fascinating. I'm playing my 69 Mets, and I'm going to have results for that. So this is CP Cards and Dice, and remember, this is your home for chat, tutorials, strategy, player profiles, tops, baseball cards, as you can see, and much, much more. There's a great bunch of guys that come by and join us for a chit-chat, and this is CP Cards and Dice saying, I will see you guys later. Thank you for stopping by and play some Inside Pitch. These are great games, tremendous pitcher, batter, ballpark and fielder interaction back and forth, and you never really know. There's intense drama because you never know what the result's going to be, and if you read Keith Hernandez's book, I'm Keith Hernandez, he says that baseball is about the battle between the pitcher and the batter. Those are his words, not mine. This is CP Cards and Dice saying, see you soon, guys. Bye.